If you're struggling to learn a new subject, I'm gonna give you one tip that really had a huge impact on how I learn everything. A few years ago during my medical training, when I was a resident on the floors, I was responsible on teaching the students, the medical students, some subjects. During the rounds on patients and on the wards, we had some time where it's about education, and I was sometimes responsible on few subjects and few topics that I should be teaching to these students. And here is where I discovered something extremely important. Teaching a subject, in fact, is a deep way to learn it yourself. The first and most important thing that I have discovered is that I discovered many gaps in my knowledge. When I tried to explain the subjects to the students, I discovered that many times I thought that I knew the subject well, but I had many gaps in my knowledge. So this is one of the most important things here, is that trying to teach something will uncover your knowledge gaps. Number two, it reinforced my knowledge, because I want to teach a topic, so I should be well prepared for that topic. So I had to reread my notes, the articles and the books, and in that way it really re-solidified the knowledge. Number three, it enhanced my communication skills, specifically about that subject. One of the things that are very important is that if you know how to simplify a complex topic into simple words, it means that you've understand it well. So teaching that subject, teaching that topic, relaying this information, in fact, is a way for me to learn it better. Number four, it deepened my critical thinking. Why? Because while I was preparing the topic, I had to anticipate the questions that I would be asked by the students. So it fostered my analytical skills here in a way that I will be even prepared for the questions and having these answers so they can have an idea about the subject and they can retain the most out of this lecture. Definitely point number five, it boosts my confidence. If you've been studying about this topic many times, you read about it many times, you prepared some lecture or a small talk, and then you've relayed this message to the students, it should give you some confidence about that subject again. Number six, it promotes active learning because teaching requires active engagement with the material at hand. So definitely this leads to better retention in comparison with the passive way of learning something. And number seven, it encourages mastery. So if I wanted to teach an aspect about the topic, let's say 20% of it, I should know a bit more. I should be covering much more than these 20% because I should feel confident relaying the message. I should feel well prepared so that if they ask me something more, I know the bigger picture more than these 20%. So again, teaching something was in fact teaching myself this topic in a better way. And number eight, it facilitated long-term retention. The topics that I was responsible to teach during the rounds were the topics that I scored the best on during the exams. And this is not a coincidence, because the process of teaching a topic in fact encodes the information better in the brain, in the memory for long-term retention, making it easier to recall it in the future, hence during the exams. And finally, number nine, one of the most important things, it provides new insights, because interacting with the students, with people that are actively listening to you and trying to ask questions and stimulating you, in fact, will create new relationship between you and the topic. And this will give you new perspective, new insights that probably you would not have thought about if you're not asked about. So by teaching a subject to others, you're not only trying to help them, but also you are deepening your knowledge about this topic yourself. This is why whenever I have a difficult topic that I'm not really yet mastering, I try to prepare lectures and presentations so I can teach to the students or my co-fellows or co-residents. In that way, this will deepen my knowledge about it. I hope this video was useful, and I encourage you to use that method or at least try it if you're struggling with any topics. See you next time.